Good morning. I am Manoj Kumar, Assistant Professor of English, Nandan Sanskrit College, Isahpur, Madhubani. It's a constituent unit of Kameswar Singh Sanskrit University, Darbhanga. Today we are going to discuss modal verbs. The topic is important for intermediate students. The modal verbs are can, could, must, should, ought, may, might, will, would and shall. They express ideas such as ability, necessity and possibility. A modal verb always has the same form and never has an ending such as s, ing or et. After a modal verb, we put an infinitive without to. For example, we can park here. I must go now. Here we can park here. Park, bare infinitive. Must go, go, bare infinitive. The exceptions the exceptions to the rule. I ought to go now. Here ought requires to. I used to smoke. Here used requires to. The infinitive can also be perfect, continuous or passive. Well, try to understand. It's very important. The infinitive can also be perfect, continuous or passive. For example, I may have shown you this before. They may be showing the film soon. We may be shown the results later. In these sentences, I may have shown you this before, may have shown example of perfect. They may be showing the film soon, may be showing example for continuous. We may be shown the results later, may be shown example for passive. To form the negative, we can use not or an apostrophe t with the modal verb. For example, it might not work, we shouldn't laugh. In questions, we put the modal verb before the subject. Well, try to understand again. In questions, when we make interrogative sentences, in questions, we put the modal verb before the subject. For example, can we park here? The verb need and dare. Well, try to understand. The verbs need and dare can be used either as modal verbs or as ordinary verbs. For example, you needn't go. You don't need to go. You needn't go. Here need is working as modal verb. You don't need to go. Here need is working as an ordinary verb. Here are some meanings expressed by modal verbs. Well, try to understand. To express necessity, you must be careful. To express no necessity, for example, we needn't hurry, there is plenty of time. We can express the right thing to do by using modal verbs. For example, you should revise, you ought to revise before the exam. For expressing permission, can or may, I ask you a personal question. We couldn't look around without a guide. For expressing certainty, you must be tired after that long walk. You can't be tired already. To express possibility, I'm not sure, but I may or might go out later. We could go out later if you like. To express ability, Rahul can walk on his hands. No one could hit the target. To express hypothesis, you must be knowing the word. Hypothesis means a speculation, a guess or an idea. To express hypothesis, we can use modal verb. £1,000,000 would be very useful to me now. In this way, today we have become acquainted with some modal verbs. That's all for now. Thank you.